Well, howdy there, Internet students. This is just a quick little lesson to review some of the things you're going to need for Unit 4, which is all about exponents. So what I'm going to do here is just a couple problems to review how you handle exponents and how you do that on your calculator if you need to. And then you're going to just do a few practice problems and submit those on the Google form. So we're going to start right here with number 1. On number 1, we need to do 4 to the third, and I just want to remind you that that's written in exponential notation, and there's an equivalent expanded form for every number written in exponents. And that's what you need to think about when you're evaluating expressions with exponents. So you need to do 4 times 4, which is 16, times 4, which is 64. So remember to expand the expression. Now, on the second one here, it's 19 to the 0 power. You can't really expand that because it's to the 0 power, so you just have to kind of know what that is. So let's take a look on our calculator and see what it says 19 to the 0 is. And then we're going to just make some generalizations on that. And also I'm going to show you on your calculator where the power button is. Okay, so we need to do 19 to the 0 power. And there's this button right here. You can see it in red all lit up there. That's called the caret. That's what you use to raise to a power. Notice on my calculator that we now are flashing in the power area. And then I want a 0 power. And yeah, that equals 1. Now, you might be curious, what would something else to the 0 power be? So let's say 25 to the 0. Ooh, that's 1 also. How about like pi to the 0? Wow, I've tried some 3 numbers here, and it seems like we're always getting 1. And yeah, anything to the 0 power except the number 0 is equal to 1. Okay? And when you expand 15 to the first, you just have one factor 15, so it makes sense that that equals itself. All right, I'm going to move on down here to number 10. And again, we just want to expand this. So 2 times 3 times 3. When you're doing powers, you should do those before you do the multiplication. So really, you should be thinking this as 2 times 9. I don't think it matters because if they're all multiplication is commutative and associative, so you can rearrange it any way you want. But 2 times 9 is 18. Okay? Expanding this, you're going to do 1/5 times 1/5. And so you're going to do 1 times 1 on top, 5 times 5 on bottom. And 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 5 is 25. And in this one, we're going to expand out everything we can. The first fraction has 3 to the second, so we're going to do 3 times 3 there. And then we have 1 times 1/2 times 1/2. Now on top, we're going to do 1 times 1 times 1. On the bottom, we're going to do 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. And that's going to equal 1 on top and 36 on the bottom. All right, I'm going to go down here to number 21. Another thing you're going to have to be able to remember in this unit is how you write numbers in scientific notation. And it works like this. The first number has to be at least 1, but less than 10. So you're going to put the decimal after the first non-zero number, right after that first number, and then whatever significant digits you need this 0, but all the zeros after the 2 you don't need. They're not going to change that number. And then you're going to write it as a power of 10. Now, the power of 10 you decide will give you that number. So like if I take 5.02, and here's a little trick you can do. You press enter and then do times 10. Now every time you hit enter, it's going to multiply by 10 for you. So anyway, we want 9 zeros after the 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. So we had to see what's going on. Well, one thing you'll notice is that the decimal moved one place every time you multiplied by 10. So the distance from this little spot right here to the end is how many times you want to multiply by 10. And if you count the digits in there, you'll notice there's 11 of them. Okay, so this problem we're going to kind of do the same way. We need to write down all these significant digits here, and then we need enough zeros that will get us from where this decimal is right here all the way to the end, and that needs to move when you do multiply by 10 11 times, it's going to move the decimal 11 places. So there's 3 of them taken up. We're going to need 8 more to move it 11 times. Okay. Now when you put these answers on the Google form, don't put these commas in there. But that number would look like that. Okay. All right. So you're going to finish up these problems and submit those answers on the Google form, and you'll be done for the day. Good luck with that.